Happy 2019! I'm Rebecca Rains with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, the Integrity All-Star team. I have to tell you, I love real estate. I know I sound super geeky. So many people want to get in the business. I've been doing this for 25 years. I couldn't even imagine doing anything else. A common question I get all the time, it doesn't matter what market we're in, people ask me, when they're thinking about doing stuff related to real estate, whether getting in the business themselves or buying or selling or doing both, it's always, is this a good market? Well, guess what, guys? It's always a good market for somebody. Depends who you are. And, like for example, I survived the downturn, sold a bunch of short sales and foreclosures, and during that era, the good market were for the investors, or for us agents who were forward thinking and got into REOs or got into short sales before everybody else did. So at the end of the day, it's always a good market. It just depends who you are. So going into 2019, it's hard not to talk about 2018, and what I always do, because I'm super geeky and I love Cromford. Hopefully you guys see behind me a whole bunch of numbers, and they may not make sense to you because you don't look at them all the time. But one thing I want to tell you about the numbers that we pull from Cromford Report is they're very accurate. They do scrub our MLS sales. And one thing that I'm noticing from the last couple years, and one thing before I even talk about the numbers, I want to tell you, today it's the beginning of January. We're about the end of second week of January, and my office has been really busy. Whenever I'm busier than I want to be, say during the holidays or in the beginning of January, I can tell it's going to be a phenomenal spring. The last couple springs have not disappointed. Last spring, in fact, we had bidding wars and inventory shortages and prices climbing and crazy times, and guess what? That was a seller's market. But what was interesting is in the summertime, we kind of hit a self-correction and things slowed down. So at the end of the year for this past year, it looks like we sold 95,000 homes in Maricopa County. Well, guess what? The year before was 96,000. So some people were talking like doom and gloom, we're hitting a bubble, things are getting so bad towards the third and fourth quarter of last year, and it was becoming more of a buyer's market again. It did get easier for the buyers, don't get me wrong. But if you're a buyer and a seller in today's market or any market, wherever you pick up on one side, you're going to maybe lose a little on the other side. If you are a buyer and you've never bought a home before, they keep talking about rates going up, but guess what? They just went down. So I wouldn't worry so much about rates. What I would worry about is finding the right home for you so you can take advantage of what tax advantages there may still be. I know the tax code's changed a lot, but a buyer can't go wrong paying their own mortgage instead of somebody else. So I'm always going to say it's a good time for a buyer. As far as the sellers are concerned, traditionally the best month to sell your home is May. That's what our numbers tell us. But my sellers today are doing great because there's not that much inventory out there. So long story short, I see a lot of red on our Cromford report, that little ST is, and it just talks about today versus last month and last quarter. And there's some good amount of red from last quarter to last year. But when I look at the chart and I look at the numbers, we're pretty consistent for the last couple years. Active listings 2 years ago today were 23,000, and today we're at almost 21,000. So it's not that different. It just depends who you are. So I hope if you guys want information about your neighborhood, your house, or the area you're thinking about buying, I can get you something very specific about you, but I can tell the momentum's out there, the positivity, people are excited, and I think we're going to have a really good 2019 for everybody. Thank you.